Today you are going to learn how to make natural medicine that can treat seasonal allergies in a grid down situation. So if things ever go sideways and if you or a loved one find yourself suffering from seasonal allergies in a grid down situation, this video might be an answer for you. So let's jump right into how you can make your own seasonal allergy medicine in a grid down situation. Let's go. And this video is just one video in a whole playlist that I am doing on how natural medicines can be made in a grid down emergency situation. And I'm going to consume on video every natural medicine that I make so that you can see that they didn't kill me. So today we are going to be making a tincture to treat seasonal allergies. And this tincture is going to be made from the goldenrod flowers. Now exactly what is it about goldenrod that makes it so good to treat seasonal allergies with? First, it's anti-inflammatory, which can help reduce the swelling in your nasal passages and airways, which can lessen congestion and sneezing. And it also makes you urinate a lot, which can help flush allergens from your body. And it's also supposed to strengthen your immune system so your body can fight these allergens better. So here's how we're going to make this tincture that can help you fight seasonal allergies in a grid down situation. So the way I'm going to make this goldenrod tincture is that I am going to cut the flower tops off of the plant and I'm going to stuff them into this mason jar. Now when I stuff them into this mason jar, I'm going to pack them in pretty good, but I'm not going to jam pack them in. And it's okay for the flowers to remain on the stems, so the flowers and the stems can go into your jar. And you'll also end up with just a few little small leaves in there too. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these flowers up very, very well so that their good medicinal qualities get transferred into the vodka when I go to make this tincture. And now I'm going to transfer this cut up goldenrod flowers back into the mason jar. And again, I'm going to pack it in here, and I'm going to pack it in here about 3/4 of the way full, and I'm not going to completely fill the jar up, nor am I going to jam pack it in there, just about 3/4 of the way up. And now I'm going to pour the alcohol in there, and what I like to use is 100 proof vodka when I am using like fresh leaves or fresh flowers. I like a high proof vodka for anything that still has moisture in it that I've not dried out beforehand. And I'm going to fill this bottle to the very, very top. I don't want any air in between the vegetation and the rim. I don't really want any airspace in here for the vegetation to be above the alcohol, because then the vegetation or the flowers here could mold and ruin your tincture. Now I'm going to put the lid on there really tight, and then I'm going to give it a few shakes to see if it releases any trapped air bubbles down there. And then I'm going to check it to make sure that the alcohol level did not drop in the jar, and if it would have, I just would have topped it off with more vodka to top it off again. And now I'm going to put the lid back on tightly and get it ready for storage over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Now after labeling what tincture this is going to be, I am now going to place it in a cool, dark place for the next 6 weeks. And then every couple of days, every couple of days, I will take it out and give it a gentle shake and put it back into storage until it's ready.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Okay, now since it's been in a cool, dark place for 6 weeks, let's go ahead and get the tincture out. Okay, now using this handy dandy fine mesh strainer, I am now going to strain the goldenrod vegetation from the alcohol. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. And what I'm pouring out here now is the final tincture. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this finished tincture into the bottle dropper. And now I'm going to label the tincture bottle so I know what kind of natural medicine it is. And I also like to put the expiration date on there. And I usually have it expire. I usually make the expiration date about 3 years from now. They say that tinctures will last up to 5 years, but I like to err on the side of caution and just go ahead and make it expire after about 3 years. And I like to label the back side of the bottle for everything else that it's actually good for also. And then I also like to put the dosage on there for what I would take if I was suffering from this element. Okay, I don't have any allergies right now, but if I did, what I would do is I would put 2 milliliters in a little bit of water. That's 1 milliliter And here is the 2nd milliliter. Now let's taste it. If you really want to take control of your medical prepping, you can get this book that I wrote that has over 400 pages of simple recipes of how you can make natural medicine after the grid goes down from the common trees and plants that grow around you. If you have high cholesterol or high blood pressure or high blood sugar, there's recipes in this book for you. I wrote this book to be a potential lifesaver for when the grid goes down and you don't have access to professional medical help. And at the time of me filming this insert, it has over 400 pages and costs about 25 bucks. But if you don't want to pay 25 bucks for a physical copy of this book, there is also an ebook version that only runs about $10, and I will put a link to both of these down below so you can check them out if you want to. And if you don't want to learn how to make your own natural medicine, then you should check out Jace Medical, because through Jace you can get a year's worth of your prescription medicines up front. That way if the grid ever goes down, then you will already have a year's worth of your cholesterol medicine or whatever medication that you're on already stockpiled. And through Jace Medical, you can also get a stockpile of antibiotics also. For me and my family, I do both. I am learning how to make natural medicines, plus I also have the Jace case. And again, I'll put a link to all of these down below. Now let's get back to the video. Now I've had this before, I already know it tastes pretty good, but let's go ahead and taste it for the video. Just like the other times that I've had this tincture, it has a flowery, floral aftertaste. It tastes really good. Now, I don't have seasonal allergies this time of the year, but if I did, I would take this 3 times a day for myself, just depending on how severe my allergies were at that time. I would do 2 millimeters and a little bit of water in the morning, and then repeat that and do another 2 millimeters and a little bit of water sometime midday, and then another 2 millimeters in some water later in the day or in the evening. Hey folks, I am not giving medical advice in this video. I'm only showing what I would do in an emergency grid down situation. So if you try anything that you see in these videos, you're doing it at your own risk. So if you like this video where I quickly showed you step by step how to make this natural medicine, then comment down below with other elements that you would like to see natural medicines made for, because I'm going to be doing plenty more of these types of videos. And to see more videos on how to make natural medicines for different ailments, then click on the playlist that should be appearing on the screen just about now, and this playlist is going to be growing as I film more of these videos. Anyways folks, this is enough internet for me today. I do need to get back to work, and folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.